Hey, it's Nick. It's been a while since I made a video. Good to see you guys again. It is February the 17th, 2018. It's less than a month till I turn 22 years old. I'm really excited about that. And while I'm turning another year of life, I'm getting a year older, I think about things from past years that I kind of regret or how I've changed. And in this video, I think I'm going to try to talk a little bit about things that have changed about me. So without further ado, let's begin. I have been through something that was really traumatic that happened less than a month ago, I believe, and it was, or maybe just about a month ago, and it was a real reality check. It was kind of like hitting rock bottom, where you sort of question a lot of things. You think about things that you've done, and I've come to realize that a lot of things that I've done in my life up to this point, I highly regret, and I question myself as to where my empathy was for the people that I've hurt in my past and things I've done wrong, where my head was at. And I try not to beat myself up too much about it because, it's already a big and brave thing to look back and be able to say, wow, I regret that, or I feel guilty that I did that. But I guess, it is sort of my way of just sort of keeping myself in check. I'll be honest, I feel like I've never said this to anyone, but I'm really, I don't feel like I matured into an adult yet on the inside. Like, of course, the exterior is going to mature because I'm just a living organism and I can't control that. I'm going to age. My body's going to age physically. But inside, I feel like I was once good at giving off the impression and image that, I am mature, I do have leadership skills, and I am this kind of grown-up sort of person. There's a saying for it, an old soul. But now that push comes to shove and I think about it, I'm gonna be 22. I mean, you can't escape your age. You know how old you are, and to say that I'm 22, I have no idea of what kind of career that I want to be in. I don't think I'll ever have a career, and I just have a general uncertainty of where my life is headed, where it's going, and it's been like that. I was looking through my journal from 2014, some of my entries, and it just kind of, I'm reading them and I'm like, holy cow, this is how I'm feeling right in the moment. I'm surprised that I felt this way back when I was 17. It's crazy. Crazy. And so, I guess, maybe I should talk a little bit about some of the things that I regret. I really, really regret. I regret being the type of, having the mindset of, okay, this opportunity might not come knocking again, so I have to take the chance. I have to take the risk. I should have played it more safe while I was still developing, and instead of experimenting and trying things and getting hurt in the process. I did learn a ton of stuff about other individuals and about myself while I was trying things out, doing things, meeting new individuals and such, but it doesn't really pay off because now I'm sort of left with, okay, I know about me, but also I'm left with the guilt of however the other person and my's connection ended, which I used to be the type of person to say, well, it was on my terms, so it was okay. You know, I'm the one that ended it, so whatever. It's not whatever. It's really not whatever. There are a lot of people that I think about from my past that are no longer friendly with me, that probably would never want to associate with me again, because of things that I did, and at the time I stuck up for myself and what I did. But now, as a 21-year-old looking back in hindsight and feeling guilty about it, I know that I was wrong, and it's completely stupid to, even though I kind of want to try and reach out to these individuals and say I'm sorry for something that they probably forgot about a long time ago. But for me, it's just sort of, it comes back to me, you know? I always hate when negative thoughts kind of all swarm at me as if I just, you know, took a bat and hit a beehive and now they're all swarming me. That's like negative thoughts, and then they sting me. Ow, 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 you know? But, you know, I really regret a lot of the different things I've tried in the sense of sexuality, trying to find out, you know, a little bit more about myself and others' sexuality. I feel as though a lot of the decisions that I've made in that area of my life were really risky, and I'm very thankful that I wasn't hurt really, really, really bad, both in a physical sense, my security, my life. I mean, I could have ended up killed in some of the situations that I've put myself in, all just because, you know, oh, let's see where this happens, an adventure, you know, the unknown. Let's see where it goes. I should have played it safe, and now I'm living with the consequences. They're in my head. They're in my journal entries. It's rough, and you know what? They're in my future too. Because of the mistakes that I've made and the connections and, what do they say, the bridges that I've burned. Like, it's going to be hard as hell making friends, you know, going forward, if I continue to live on this island with this pool of people that I've really gone through, so many people, and now everyone's left with a bad aftertaste about me, and it sucks because it's kind of like, you know, everyone changes, time changes people, and people change over time, and I'm no exception to that, and I feel like I really have changed since I hit rock bottom about a month ago. I feel so guilty about so many things that I did. A lot of things in high school that I did, but I can't be too hard on myself because that was back when I was not fully grown and developed. I was like in the midst of it, or just maybe even just beginning it, growing and such. But I'm talking about empathy. I'm talking about feeling for others and stuff like that. Seeing somebody upset, and instead of going up to them, just kind of like, oh well, you know, let them feel better on their own, or someone else will deal with it. Like, that's not me. I've changed. I feel as though I've really changed on the inside. I feel I'm more empathetic. I always was a sensitive person, but I was always kind of sensitive in the way that I wouldn't let it make me cry or something. I would more get defensive about it, which in a way shows that I am sensitive if you look for it. And I would be labeled confrontational, a shit stirrer, you know, Mr. Drama King, Drama Queen. And it sucks because if that's what people are going around or have gone around and said about me, it's really hard to change people's perception of you when word of mouth has gotten around from different people in different social circles, different neighborhoods, whatever, that a bunch of negatives about you, about myself. And, like, I just don't know how I could change it. I mean, I can only think of, like, maybe someone taking a chance on me and, like, becoming my friend, and then maybe introducing me to their friends, and maybe instead of the approach that I've taken in past scenarios where I've sort of tailored myself to the people I was introducing in order to make myself, kind of like when you want to sell your house and you want to make it look the best it can so you can get the most bang for your buck. Instead, I could just be completely real, completely raw, completely this is who I am, instead of like, okay, this straight dude, is making me, is allowing me to hang out with him, and he's hanging out with some of his friends too, so I should probably subdue a lot of my, oh my god, are you kidding me? That's so cool. All of that sort of stuff. That hasn't worked for me in the past, so I think I'm gonna abandon that idea and go forth with a more, I'm always gonna be sort of like a little bit more polished version of my real self, because of course the real me, when I'm sitting at home, like my mom always tells me, Nick, why can't you be this way around other people? See the way you're acting with me right now. Why can't you be like that with other people? I can't be like that with other people because the way I am in that scenario is so, I come off like this, like a Scrooge, like a mean killjoy. And people wouldn't like that. People my age wouldn't want to be, who would want to be around that, And so that's why when I've in the past been given chances in social groups to try to be part of the group, I try to, like, instead of show my real self, show, okay, well, this is who I can be, and I hope that this is what you're looking for as a member of your social circle. Once again, I have social anxiety, so I really don't get, and nor have I ever really been part of social circles and, groups of friends. I've never been invited to parties when I was younger. I'm not really developed in that area properly, like I think most others my age were. I feel really guilty about that and about just how nasty some of the things that I've said to people are, where it was unnecessarily mean. There was once a point in my life where I thought that, okay, if I'm going to have the last word, I have to make it count. So in some situations, it would be the ending of a friendship or the closing of an argument. Not the closing, the ending of an argument with someone, where I would really try my best and let them have it, in a sense, with my mouth, with my, not like that, not let them have it like that, but no, let them have it in the sense that, all right, I'm going to hit you with my best shot, and that's going to be my last word to you. And there's so many people I could think of. This kid, Zach, from sophomore year, Mikey, like a lot of people that I think of where I did that and forget about ever seeing them as a stranger nowadays, and we're both grown, and forget about a smile and a passing by, like, hi. No, I'm going to be remembered as that scumbag. And I'm not. I mean, that was me back then. But now I realize that, like, yo, we're all in the same boat together. And, like, we're all trying to, like, what's the point in making someone feel badly? It's not going to make me feel any better. So why do it? And so I've learned that, and I feel like I've really changed since I was really down, and I feel like I hit my rock bottom, and it made me realize it's time to fucking start life. Like, going back to my journal entries, just the first page I read about, this is in 2014, and I'm writing about how friends around me, I must have been in senior year, and friends around me have jobs, and I'm feeling nervous about that, and some people are starting to drive. I'm turning 22, and I still can't say that I've worked, like, a steady career. Wait, nah, let me rephrase that. I haven't worked a steady job. I always end up throwing in the towel for some reason or another, but not just for nothing, for legitimate reasons. And I feel like I've really failed myself because I know that I can be better than I once was, but I feel it's going to be a hard time to get to that person and to get to that place where I can say, all right, I did bad, I was in a really bad place, but here I am looking down from the mountaintop and seeing how beautiful the view is and how shitty it is down there and how lovely it is up here. It's going to be hard to climb a mountain, but I'm determined to do it. 22, that's not going to happen till I'm 33. And I always told people, oh my God, I hope I don't make it to 30. But now, after I've hit rock bottom, I don't really stand by that. I don't really stand by that statement that I hope I don't live to 30, because I'm becoming an uncle this year. I'm gonna see my siblings get married one day. Ugh. Sorry, I had some fur in my mouth from this hat. And I just feel like, I don't know, I'm so, like, I want to see what the future holds, you know, I'm curious. Finally, I'm not curious about someone else, I'm curious about my own self and my own future. And now I realize that it's up to me. If I want to, you know, build upon something, I have to start somewhere. And if I keep on giving up after just starting, I'm never going to get anywhere. So, I just needed to make this video. Sorry if it was boring to any of you, but, I just thought that it would help. It's healthy for me to be able to, get my thoughts out, and this is a video blog. So if you don't like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. But just realize that I'm being honest in these videos that I make. I'm trying to, I'm only looking at the lens of a camera. So you guys can judge all you want, but I am who I am. And if I'm presenting myself to you in a true and honest fashion, then just take me as I am. Or don't. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.